end up like this.
But were you stationary like that when it all went down? So that's when you came back into the game? I'm confused because when I
When
saw you, you was
when I
down the
came
way.
back into the
It's really, if you don't have any of that, you have nothing back in your story. I can only say so much, and I've already stated that, you know what, in all honesty there, you deserve a 24-hour ban. That's as far as it should have gone. Not that far, and that's just my statement. That's just my opinion. So you hacked yourself back into the Discord though. What do you mean? Like you left and rejoined or something? Or
You only got
yeah,
kicked,
they
turn
just
right.
yeah they just kicked me.
%. 100%. A 24-hour ban is what they used to do. Okay, I get that they might change some rules or somehow they took it, but that's a made up ass number right there. I've seen Koopa come out of the pockets and do worse than most of these people in this whole thing. I mean, no offense though, dude did come in from behind, flying pretty fast, and hit you from the rear. But you know, you were.
Keep left, then turn left. Turn left.
I watched Fluffy take out a fleet of cars, bro, on that curve too. I'm just saying. I mean, I've never been recording the right time to catch all that. There you go. We got the fluff man in the court now.
What's going on, fellas?
Well,
I'm not
What's going
talking.
on?
oh, see, now you didn't want to talk. Now you got scared. Anyways, little man got banned. There's some going on. So
What happened? What happened?
I was only asking why I wondered why the little man got banned. I hear things. I'm seeing things. He got banned.
He got banned. He got banned because of his driving, and he was just his driving. He was driving along, and he was all over in one lane, and he was bobtailed. He was wasn't even doing a load with the group. He's just waiting to cause problem. As I said, I played 950 hours on keyboard before I changed to steering wheel, and I've never seen anyone drive like that.
I see drivers all the time. I'm not going to say much, but I saw what you did. Example, when you took that curve there and took out 4 cars in that truck. It's cool. I'm not mad. I'm not pointing fingers. Nobody's perfect. I know Koopa's always got something with somebody's driver, and y'all target, not y'all, him mostly, but he targets a player, creates that disruption, and then problems happen. Like, for example, our little incidents that I'm getting towed into because we were in the tunnel. I was trying to overtake him. I honked my horn. He lagged out. I backed off with my hazards, trying to back off him, and then it went from there. But he's bipolar. Everybody knows that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, I do feel
I
Little Man fans a little excessive because I really do believe a 24 hour more factors in that. And that's where he's
I
getting.
only just noticed that. I banned him for a month, so I have no idea why it is that big. I literally just had a look a minute ago.
That's a glitch.
Abuses of power, bro. That is abuses of power.
Hey. Calm down.
Yeah, calm down. Yeah, I'll deal with that. I'll probably get you back in, but dude, you got to drive right, dude. Can't be running into people.
I've gave him a lowdown.
That's everybody. I'm talking to everybody.
Yes, I did.
So
An AI car, and then he comes at least 80 to 100 miles an hour and hits me from the back.
Okay, we all mess up. I understand. We all mess up, and we just all put this behind us. I can fix this. You can come back in the server and drive. I'll talk to Polymer, I'll fix it. But other than that, everybody's got to drive right.
The reason I crashed into you, young fella, is because you stopped. You're bobtailed. You're light. You can stop quickly. I have my settings dodgy.
I mean, if you hit somebody, it's always your fault. If you're rear-ending somebody, it's always your fault.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Love that damn.
I was on the brakes and I was pushing my computer backwards.
But I mean, I get that, but like as a driver, you have to know that you can't rear-end somebody. It's always your fault if you rear-end somebody. You have to leave enough space. You knew.
Yeah, by law. It is your fault, you know.
But either way, this is just something that needs to be pushed on. But just saying is that I gave him some pointers about his debbing, because there's confusion because he had been disconnected and he logged back in.
Yeah.
He logged in on me, and of course we collided. So it was like, hey, next time when you're in a convoy, go to your single player.
Exactly.
Go over to the to the cowboy lane and come back in that way.
Yeah, always do that, man. Yep, always do that. When you got a single multiplayer and you're in a convoy, go in single player and pull over to the side of the road. That way, you don't have a bunch of conflicts when you come back in.
Now, of course, you can't always promise that a player's not going to take the convoy.
Yeah.
And he might get you anyways, but you'll be safer coming in on the convoy. You know what I mean? So, that debbing command that you're using, people have seen you use it the wrong way, so they see that, they're like, that's the first thing they go to. Oh, he just debbed in on us.
I had the one guy dev on top of me one day and the whole convoy up. But also we ain't got to be 100% like so serious with this, you know what I'm saying? But still be serious with it. You know, we all mess up, we all crash, you know. Have a little laugh and get over it. But all right, I gotta go work on this map. But
210.
Appreciate your time, man.
I'll deal with it. It might be a couple hours, but I gotta text Polymer. So
yeah.
He's the only one that can unban you.
Yep, it's all good.
Yep. All right, y'all get along. Be good. I'll be on later.
No worries. Thank you, Vision.
Now you did some things. I was like, yeah, I love it. I love seeing that. That's why I try to stay back. Oh
yeah, I thought the same thing. I like that.
Oh, my little argument with Koopa, that's between us, and Paul tried to step in. And I don't care, Paul. He's a moderator, whatever, dude. Know your place too, because you don't even know what's going on. That wreck. Oh my God, that's why this whole stuff has been heated from the start with that dude too, because yesterday Paul was in the bridge, Jess was in his ass, and I was in Jess's ass because we crashed. I don't know why. I don't know what happened between if Jess made contact with this trailer, he could have lagged. But like now he's upset. Now yesterday I was driving with people, and I'm smoking weed. Okay, I smoked a blunt. I'm listening to my music. I told people I can't hear the channel. You talk to me in the chat if you want to say something. But I'm cruising, only doing 40 down the road, chilling. There's plenty of room to man go around me. So he's trying to bring that up. Well, you're driving slow. Blah 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 blah. Oh my God, dude! Like sometimes it's fun to drive slow because you get to see what you're driving in. I mean, you're driving 78 miles an hour, and you're flying past it. But
who was beside Fluffy when that truck went spastic and it looked like I slammed into it?
I was behind you. You didn't just hit the truck. You hit literally, and that could just be a synchronized thing where I saw you take out 4 cars. I was leaving surprises behind you. I say those things, but I'm not a dodging. I might hit it and I would laugh. Like these goddamn left me a bomb.
I do apologize if that. I do apologize.
That's all good. There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just stating what I saw, and then Koopa too. Okay, so when he brought up that part where he was like, I was driving slow and he was doing the speed limit. No, you weren't, because you flew up on me, you got behind me, you thought about going around me, and I mean, I was just cruising like 50, 60 on a 70.
The other thing, dude, I don't think
you go about that. I don't think so.
I don't think people realise how quick he can come up on people with that much power.
Right.
Yeah, he's running like
I got a lot of
1,000.
Yeah, I only got like a 1088, something like that. I don't remember. And it's got like 5,000 torque. So there's moments when I'm in dirt roads I can spin out. But I'm not a reckless driver. I try not to be. People have been trying to say I've been a troll lately. That's amazing. I've been with this group for almost 5 years.
What country?
Go ahead, miss that.
Watch my stream.
I'll watch your stream.
We'll come watch it too. What are we looking at?
The same thing I showed you.
Oh, so you're showing something with
your little Venn diagram, your account of events or whatever.
Koopa was right here, and I was coming up beside Koopa, and so was a car. Then the car slowed down for Koopa because Koopa has flashers on, and then I couldn't slow down in time, so I accidentally tapped him, making him.
So when you said your flashes,
So I stopped.
do you mean his hazards or his beacons? Because I know the man drives with beacons.
His hazards.
It's not normal for Koopa to be on the
He
side of
doesn't
the road.
normally sit in the shoulder. He knows better than that.
But then I hit the red car by accident, and then I come to a stop. But then here comes Fluffy, clearly seeing me down there with the giant traffic jam, just plows through everything and hits me in the back that gives me 200
Okay,
APM.
so it extends though is that you were there. Why didn't you like call for a tow truck, get out the way real quick? Because you know that's the problem with drivers too. You see, I can't back that play on you because you as a driver know that drivers are behind you. You're wrecked. You need to get out of the way as fast as possible. He's coming down flying. He's about to take the damn cowboy lane because
yeah, but there was no other traffic, so he could clearly see me. So either one or two things: he was doing it on purpose, or he's blind.
I am technically blind, to be honest with you.
Go straight
And I've never purposely run into people, so you know. It's the last thing I'm out to do in this game, trust me.
See, like you're showing us this, but in the future, you just gotta have that real feed. Like you gotta have recording of the situation because I know is that when I came up on all you guys, Dog here was on the cowboy lane with the right turn signal. And I made the statement, hey, you shouldn't have your turn signal on, man. You're, that traffic. And then I'm coming past Fluffy. I believe Fluffy was next that I passed. And then there was Koopa off to the side. I didn't see no hazards at that given time. And that's my thing.
No, I come up on that because I had no time to do that. I was literally having trouble stopping.
Right. And that's what happens when we have weight. You can't stop on time. Yeah, people can set their brakes a little stronger, but then you jackknife. So there's ways to make it easier. But sometimes accidents are avoidable, and then they're not. And you made it not avoidable. So he was going to hit you no matter what. He's flying up. Even if he's doing 78, that's still pretty fast. I don't try to break 78. If I do, I'm just like 10. And I don't have no, like, I'm a rebel. I don't have rules. I don't have companies. I do what I want.
Yeah, I could have done there even when he was coming towards me. Because Koopa was behind me, so I couldn't back up. I couldn't go forward because the AI car was there. So I had no choice but to sit there.
No, you do have a choice. It's called hit F7 and tow truck out of the way. That's your best friend right there.
As quickly as possible.
If not, learn how to dead faster. Pop that circle, the zero and move. And jump in the other side.
Or you can go into a menu because we got the little ghost in menus. We can run through you.
I didn't know that.
Or jump on the TV and play roadblock.
Yeah, there's many ways to escape that. Like, so in small ways, you're setting yourself up to think that you had no choices to make. Like, you could have just disconnected yourself. You could have just jumped in the single player factor. Like I'm saying, that's your best bet is to try to go into single player, fix yourself, get
How am
out
I
of it.
supposed to click convoy and then click leave session within few
Hey,
15 seconds?
teach yourself. Teach yourself. You wrecked, you saw it, you slammed your
I don't
brakes.
have that high speed internet y'all do, so it loads so much slower than y'all's. You gotta think about that.
So you hit escape right now. Hit that escape key.
I don't think the menu's got anything to do with internet.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
then it would take forever for me to do this because my mouse sensitivity is really high and I can't
that's
turn it
what you
down any
think though,
lower.
but a lot of things can happen.
And
It can
then
be
I
done.
click this, and then you see how long
All
this
right.
takes? I wouldn't have been able to make
Right there.
that.
No, right there. Nope, go back in there. You see, no, no, no. Go right there. Open it back up. Close session right there. Right at your fingertip. See, you didn't have to wait for that to load up. You hit the button right there. It says close session. Right, you're on
Yeah,
top
it's
of it
because I'm
right
in
now.
single player.
But
Or
there's other ways. Again, though, don't you could do a lot. Practice it. How fast
as
can you
soon as
hit that circle and dev and move? Because I could do it pretty quick. Hit F7, call a tow truck, hit them buttons. As long as you try to get out of
Do
there,
you
'cause
see
it's
where
gonna
my mouse
happen.
spawns when I do that? See where my mouse spawns? I still wouldn't be able to do
Right.
anything.
And then exit right.
All right, so here's another thing then. Another way to do it is just
Exit right.
when you got that DC, you could have corrected yourself then. By taking that DC, you jumped in right away. Even on me, we collided.
Turn
You
left.
didn't know that we hit, but I was able to still keep going. When you get those disconnections,
But I
fix
hit
yourself.
you?
Oh yeah, and if I was screenshotting quick enough or I was recording, I would have caught that too. But that was when you came back into the game in the tunnel. But that's what the game was showing. You know what I'm saying? There are sync issues. It might have showed that, but then you're really not there.
Turn right.
I know there's easy ways to get out of the game. But boom, boom,
yeah,
boom, bucket.
yeah, pull your brakes on and then F7 as you was told.
It's all over now.
That's the quickest way. That's what I do when I usually mess up.
Yep. Hit that
Especially if
F7.
people
Hit
behind me.
F7. Hit enter, and then hit that total service. Like hit one to leave your password.
Personally, that's
So
why I do not like being in front.
One takes me to first person.
no, I'm saying like, all right, so hit F7. Like say you crash, boom, I'm gonna stop. Hit F7. Hit enter. Hit the one, and then right there it says, "Would you like to go to the blah 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 blah?" It costs you this. I believe you can press enter again. It takes you. Like you don't have to physically click those options with your mouse. Like you just press F7, enter, one, enter, boom, you're gone. That doesn't take 15 seconds. It's just something to come accustomed to. Now I'm not going to be the dude. I'm an asshole. Just to be real. Now I've talked to these guys. We got young fans. We just gonna move forward. Now I can't go from here. If you start causing issues, some of Koopas, and then he's coming up, he might not have traffic on or vice versa has it on, and he might see a whole lot more. He might have not seen enough. He might